So am I really gonna create an entire video just dedicated to a Titanmaster figure? Yes, you bet I am. And since this is essentially an Ultra Magnus Stan account, welcome to my review of Titanmaster Ultra Magnus. So there you have Titanmaster Ultra Magnus. He looks very, very nice. And as you can see, he's designed to look a little bit like the naked Ultra Magnus. So you can see that the paint on his head is designed to mimic naked Ultra Magnus. As you can see here, this is bootleg Robot Master's Ultra Magnus, and that's essentially what they're trying to go for. And you have few points of articulation. Anyone who's familiar with Titanmasters would know. So there is head articulation, so you can rotate the head 360 degrees. Although this one tends to be a little tougher, but yes, you can do that. And arm articulation here, it's on a ball joint. It's on a ball joint because the idea is you'll be able to fold this inwards and outwards. And you have a single hip assembly over here and knee articulation. Now, Titanmaster figures are designed to sit, so that's why you have that level of articulation. I'm gonna compare him to Hot Rod's Titanmaster, essentially same thing. Titanmaster's Headmaster's essentially same thing. So this is Hot Rod's Titanmaster. So as you can see, essentially the same figure with minor sculpt differences. And the real fun of this is really the head. So when I say the head, you basically transform him by folding him inwards like this, very simply, and you already have the Ultra Magnus head sculpt right there. Now we'll have a little more fun with this in a bit, but okay, I'm gonna just unfurl him real quick and just stand him next to the Daniel Masterpiece figure, the Daniel Witwicky figure. This is a bootleg version, but essentially the same thing, almost the same quality. So there you have the size. And like I said earlier, Titanmaster figures are designed for sitting. So here we have Wheelie, Legends Wheelie. I'm gonna go ahead and open the cockpit. Titans Returns figures with cockpits have a little notch inside, and there's a peg here that basically just slides into said notch. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Nestled in to the Wheelie figure, and there you have him. You can also put him into larger Titans Returns vehicles. So let me bring in Hot Rod real quick. I really like this one. And then there's a notch there at the end. See? Fit that in there. So there you have him inside Hot Rod as a vehicle. Now, like I said, Titanmasters are essentially Headmasters. So if you go ahead and transform Ultra Magnus again, you can essentially have him take the place of any Titanmaster's heads. Just go ahead and peg him into place. And there you have him. I mean, the color match doesn't work really well. If you had a blue figure, probably it would work better, but the point is you can use the Ultra Magnus head whichever way you choose. Now, just a little bit of a fun thing. You can also play around with Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus if you have him. You can essentially use him with Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus, but not in a traditional sense. And you can pull down this chest armor and essentially just hide his head. But you're gonna want to do this a little differently than normal. So instead of fully having his head sit flush, leave the collar up. See, because he has a collar here. And you can actually just clip on the Ultra Magnus head. Now it's a bit funny looking and tiny, but you know, you can do it if you wanted to. So that's the way it looks. The thing about any Titanmaster is you can essentially put them on, you know, power of the prime stuff. Like for example, this matrix holder right here, and it will fit in just fine. So there you go. If you wanted for some reason, you know, a matrix Ultra Magnus, then you can do that. But another fun thing I like doing is for this Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus, for example, if I have him on base mode, this is a fan made mode, but you know, I love this mode so much. He looks really great and is essentially very much the city commander. Speaking of base modes, I'm not gonna do it here because right now I'm too lazy to put out my Power of the Primes Optimus Prime, but essentially same thing. You can have him stand in base modes of Power of the Prime stuff. You can have him stand in the Titan's Return city base modes pretty much the same way, but the nice thing about those is they actually have little peg holes for him to stand on. So as you can see here, you won't be able to do it here because this is a Combiner War City mode. Doesn't have pegs. But yeah. So there you have it. A review of Titan's Return Titanmaster Ultra Magnus. Now, at the very end of it all, people might be wondering, but where would I get Titanmaster Ultra Magnus? Well, he only comes with Titanmaster RC. So those you can find in Big Bad Toy Store, I believe still, and on eBay if you so wish. But you cannot purchase Ultra Magnus by his lonesome, unfortunately. Let me know what your thoughts are on this Ultra Magnus figure. I've really wanted one, so I need to thank Miguel Carrion for trading me this figure because, you know, he got the RC and I guess he really knew that I wanted the Ultra Magnus. So thank you so much, Miguel. And of course, anything Ultra Magnus is gonna go on this site. Please expect more from me moving forward. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at x_Paco, and you'll be able to see a lot more Ultra Magnus stuff. Thank you so much for watching Access to a Universe. Till next time, peace out.